All right, welcome back, Dirty 30 Pod. We are officially 8 days out from football. Rody in for Christian's chair. What's up, boys? How we doing?
Doing good.
Ready.
Just having some rain out here in Denver. Haven't had that in about 90 days, so it's nice to get some precipitation.
Hell yeah,
God
buddy. It,
damn.
it was nice seeing you at the draft, buddy. Good draft day.
It was a lot of fun. Glad to
Hell
see
yeah.
most of the boys got there, and
Hell yeah.
even Craig wasn't there, so we couldn't boo his reaches. But oh well.
Oh yeah. It still took plenty of time, even though he was on Zoom. Um, that's a Craig staple. Yeah, draft was a lot of fun. Today we're gonna do draft recap, just kind of like go through best picks, worst picks. Then we're kind of going into our rosters here a little bit and just kind of go through like best wide receivers, worst wide receivers, running backs, and then kind of give out best team, worst team at the end here. So let's dive right into it, huh? I'll share my screen. We'll get into it here. Let's see. Oh yeah. All right. Boy, seeing that draft board, all
Boom.
right?
Yes, sir.
Do it.
Looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful. As always, like good looking board, right? Just it was a lot of fun. I'm digging it. Categories here are going to be best pick in the first 7 rounds, and then also give your worst pick in the first 7 rounds. When I kind of send it to you, why don't you kind of give me one or two of each, and we'll kind of go from there, huh? Kyle, you're a guest. What do you got for best and worst picks for the first 7 rounds? We'll kind of cut this board in half.
You got it. All right, so we'll start with the best picks on here. One that I thought was one of the better ones was Craig getting Jalen Hurts in round five.
Dude, this was hard for me, and that was the only pick that I have as like a really good pick in the first round. So, yep, I love it, buddy. We're on lockstep there.
Yeah, I thought that one, and then one other one I thought that was a decent pick for the value. I think George Pickens is he's gonna be pretty good. So like Zay Flowers, Ridley,
Mm-hmm.
what like Waddle? No, Waddle wasn't before him, but just some of those receivers went before. I think
Mm-hmm.
Pickens is gonna compete with them.
I like
Yeah,
that. I was right on with
Pickens was
Hurt.
on my list for sure.
Nice. I was right on with Hurts, right? We had three big quarterbacks to go. Allen and Jackson kind of go on the turn, right? And to get Hurts like middle of fifth. I thought that was awesome value. I was 2 picks later. I told Craig like I was gonna get Hurts for sure. But I like it, man. What else
And
you got
then
here?
I guess the worst that I have in these ones, I thought Caleb Johnson was quite a reach in there.
Yes.
I don't, Buddy, that seems like a three-headed monster in the Pittsburgh backfield, and to take him as early as he did, not wasn't a fan of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then one that I just switched to actually before we started here, I feel like I had to go B Rob. Just
Yeah,
went from a good spot to a terrible spot, and if you could take it back, you wouldn't pick him there.
unfortunately, absolutely not. Right? No, he goes. I don't know. 6 rounds later, probably, right? Like if Garendo didn't get drafted, right, there's a chance maybe Robinson doesn't, but right, he probably goes late round. So, Debbie, anyone to add there as far as like worst picks, best picks?
Yeah, I mean the Pickens one was a big one for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. I think he's in for a big year. Uh, Worthy, right? You can throw him in there.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell
I
yeah.
suppose.
Yep, yep.
I just had to bring him up. Um, I'm a big Ibuka guy, so I enjoy that one. I was kind of hoping he was going to fall a bit further.
We kind of
Um,
screamed reach, right? We all screamed reach, but like looking at it, I'm like, I don't know, man. I kind of think he went where he was supposed to go, right? Like Jacoby Myers after him, Worthy after him, right? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Waddle, like he's kind of in that tier for me, you know?
He It was just like last year. We had the Worthy, the Odunze, all that going round seven.
Hmm.
So he's just one round early on that.
Yep. He's kind of in that
yeah.
tier. I like it, right? You got to go get your guys in this league, that's for sure.
And then one I don't like this pick. Like it stuck out right away. Round three, DK Metcalf. Maybe I just don't like. I'm not a fan of that pick at all. I would have taken a bunch of people around him over him. So
Hmm. Hmm.
not a fan of that one.
I got two to add for worst picks, and unfortunately, they're both Eric's. DJ Moore, late second round, like that's a brutal pick in my opinion, right? Like there's no way I'm touching DJ Moore there. And then
Missed that.
coming back around with Garrett Wilson in the third, right? Like you're just like choosing to be frustrated all year with DJ Moore and Garrett Wilson on your team, right? You just are, and yeah, those are just two like, oh man, like great football players, right? But just like frustrating when it comes to like fantasy football.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see Garrett Wilson lead the league in targets and then probably come middle of the pack in receptions.
Right. 100%, right? Yeah, just watching that much Justin Fields is a brutal day. I don't know how I was going to bet this, but and I don't even know if Eric would take this bet, but like I guarantee his next round pick, Zay Flowers, outscores DJ Moore and Garrett Wilson if he wants to take that bet. Right, I would throw a pizza. I'd throw $20 on it. Right, like that's how confident I feel. Like, and they're all boom busty, right? But like,
Yeah.
Zay Flowers is at least fun, man.
High-powered offense, you
High
got
powered
a good
offense.
chance.
Absolutely.
4 touchdowns being scored by them. I don't think you can say four for the Bears or four for the Jets very often.
I agree, buddy. I agree. That's where my brain's at. Yep, Eric, if you're listening, I'd take that bet for sure. Last half here, let's go rounds 8 to 14. Best pick, worst pick. Hey, if we get too late, right, like picking a worst pick, right, like these guys are all waiver wire guys, so we're not going to read into it too much, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what's a best pick you got in the later rounds?
I got two ones here.
Hmm.
This obviously we get to later down here. I think keeper value plays a part in this selection here.
Oh yeah.
So the first one I have, I think Jordan Mason in the eighth. I think that's your Vikings starting running back next year with Jones
Mm-hmm.
in the
Hmm.
contract year and being done.
Yep.
So I think he's gonna have a good year in general.
Hmm.
So I like Jordan Mason there, and then the other one I liked was Matthew Golden as well in the eighth. I
He,
thought
he
that's
yep.
solid keeper.
Yep, he was going to be on my team if he came to my next pick. I like Matthew Golden a lot. Debbie, any best picks, worst picks?
Um, I think I kind of like Debo in the 10th.
Yeah, I've come around on Debo. I agree.
I think I don't know because he could just be a turd,
Mm-hmm.
but that was one that kind of stuck out to me. Uh, and then this guy, kind of another one. I'm just kind of a sucker for that popped out as well. But Pop Douglas in the 13th. I like that.
He was on my short list as well, right? Just a lot of camp buzz. Who knows if he ends up taking like wide receiver one duties? He's a bye week fill in guy, right? Like that's fun. Rodeo, toot your horn a little bit. I got Eckler in the 14th. Hey, obviously I'm all aboard Bill, right? Like you hear me in that group chat, I'm chanting Bill all day long. But Eckler in the 14th is useful, right? Like that's obviously a very useful pick. Another useful pick, I got Jerome Ford in the 14th.
Mhm.
I think like, hey, first couple weeks, right? Like just like a useful player. Then I got Keenan Allen in the 10th. I thought was just like, hey, who knows if he like rekindles some stuff. No keeper value, right? Like Keenan could definitely be out of the league next year, right? But in the 10th, I just think like he could be another like bye week fill-in guy that like could maybe even do more, right? If the Chargers offense figures it out a little bit here.
Don't disagree with that at all. And like you were
Yeah,
saying about Debo, I think Debo is finally good value. He's going to miss, 3, 4 games probably for the
100%.
year. A second round pick missing 3 or 4, that's fine. Getting him in the fifth or sixth was tough.
100%. And like he's just gonna be fun for the Jaden Daniels owner, right? Like Derek is real happy about that. So
Yep.
worst picks. Hey, once again, I'm not like picking on these guys, right? But like Hollywood Brown has already been thrown back, right? Like that guy should have probably never been drafted, right? Um, then my other one was I thought Evan Ingram went a little early. Maybe just not like an Evan Ingram guy, right? But like
Ooh,
Andrews late, Njoku, Warren, right? Like are all probably guys that like I had similarly, right? And were like a good 2.5 rounds after Ingram. So um yeah. Anything else, boys?
I
Uh,
didn't know you hated Ingram.
I do have a couple worse.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him.
I have two different ones than you had.
Okay.
Kind of similar to Hollywood Brown. Why was Kareem Hunt drafted?
That
Yep.
was one of mine.
100%.
I
Yep.
did not see that one needed.
Already got cut if I remember the waiver wire correctly.
Yeah, not even a good like keeper value, not even
No.
trying. Like that's a terrible pick.
Yep.
And then the other one, I kind of said at the draft, and I'm still sticking by this one as of right now. Judkins in the ninth. Dude's not even signed, not even in camp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not looking great
I
right
don't. You can't put him on the IR slot, so he's got to be on one of your active roster slots, and I don't know how long someone wants that sitting there.
well, that someone is me. And I my the seat is a little warm, that's for sure. I agree. Wishing he was practicing and in camp, that's for sure.
Yep.
All right, let's switch this over. I'll unshare my screen. We'll kind of get back to rosters here and kind of go through a few more awards and stuff. All right. Boy, seeing that all right?
Ooh,
Let's get
Yes,
you
sir.
looks
You
good.
guys got fucking up here or what? There we go. Hell yeah. All right. Talking through rosters here. Um, a good way to kind of value trades, right? Is kind of like, hey, who is the best running backs, right? Who is the best wide receivers? Who is the worst running backs? Who is the worst wide receivers, right? That's just kind of like how trades typically work, right? Running backs for wideouts for running backs. Let's start with running backs. Devi, who in your opinion has the best running back corpse in the league? And we'll kind of like look at the
Hmm.
roster a little bit.
Hmm. I mean, it's no wonder the guy wanted to jump on the pod tonight here.
He was all about it, man. He wanted to know, yeah. No time wasted.
It's
He said, yes, sir, I'll be on.
this was the easiest one. It's undoubtedly Kyle.
Yep.
It's the running backs are just beautiful. You're
Yep.
not mad about it.
I didn't even have a second one. I just listed Kyle as well. Do you have anyone else you wanted to talk about, Devi or Kyle? Did you have another team?
No, I strategically did all that, knowing I had Kyron as the keeper, first
Yep.
three picks there. So that was the strategy going into the draft, and it paid off.
Yep. Kyron Bijan, Jacobs, Ken Walker, Eckler hanging out on the bench there, right? Like that's best running back corpse in my opinion. Worst running backs. Rody, who do you got here? Who am I kind of looking at?
Let's go to what is it? Diesel darts? Yeah, let's go with the diesel darts here.
That's who I had as well. And we
Love
we
it.
we aren't comparing notes, right? We're coming to these like separately, right? RJ
Number one on
Harvey,
my list.
is it? We got RJ Harvey, we got Jalen Warren. We got some like shots in the dark at the end here, right? Javante, Nick Chubb, Stevenson. I like the Woody Marks pickup, right? I thought
Mhm.
that was smart. Probably should have been the pick instead of Kareem Hunt at the end of the rounds, but whatever, right? No big deal. Um,
One
yeah,
also I had too was maybe Tyler's team. Let's look at Tyler's.
there's where we at? Your Vinegar
Tyler's
Strokes.
running backs are okay. They just really need to pan out.
Really got pan out. Nothing really beyond those three, right? We got Hampton, we got Chuba, and we got Travion.
Yeah,
I'd be fine with those three. Debbie,
that's about
Debbie,
the closest
yep,
to having a
yep,
conversation.
yep. Debbie's looking up at those three, wishing that he had those three. That's for sure.
I got my guy RJ. I'm good. Nick
I,
Nick Chubb, Javante. What's not to get excited about?
I like it. Let's turn this around, Debbie. Best wide receiver core. I'll start. I I got three. I got three.
I
Uh,
also
I
got three.
I got Devin, right? Jamar, AJ Brown, Brian Thomas, Marv, Xavier, right? Michael Pittman, right? Shit's going deep. I also have Tyler. I thought his wide receiver record was awesome. Nico, Amon-Ra, Tyreek, DK, right? Just like Pickens is sitting way down there, right? Just great wide receivers there. I also had myself. I don't know if you guys were on there or not, right? Neighbors,
That was the three
Puka,
I had.
Neighbors, Puka, Drake London, McLaurin, and Shakir's hanging out down there too, right? I thought those were best wide receivers. We're kind of in agreement there. Anyone else we want to tip a cap to?
Nope, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Cool, cool. Worst wide receiver corpse. Rody, lead us here. Who do you got?
Myself, and myself.
I didn't have you on my list.
Really? I
Oh,
thought Christian was a close second,
I
Christian's
had
on
Christian.
Christian's on my list.
but
Christian's
Christian
on
and
my
Eric.
list.
I just don't have like the bona fide one. Rice was supposed to be that, but gone for 6 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
That I'm taking his suspension into account. Let's put it that way.
I think I made my list before the Rashi Rice shit came out too. So that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That was same for me.
That's fair. I still like it, right? Like Boom Bust, Jameson, Travis Hunter, right? Olave, right? Like I think those guys will kind of be a little boomy busty, right? But
Yep.
might be able
Fine.
to piece it together.
Around 20 points a week out of those two, or two combo of those two, I should be okay.
Right. I agree. I had Christian, Devontae, Pearsall, Waddle, Golden. Just kind of seems like a little like mixy matchy, right? That one was tough. I also had Eric, right? I ripped Eric's team
Yeah.
pretty good earlier here. I'm going to kind of go back to it. So as far as like Wilson, Flowers, DJ Moore, right? Like those are kind of the big three, right? And kind of waiting on a
Addison
few
and
others,
Jennings
right?
both
Addison,
not gonna play.
Jennings, right?
Addison, baby.
Yeah, just kind of a rough go there. Then I had Marcus's squad. Debbie, did you have Marcus on yours at all?
I did not.
Oh, where is Marcus's
Maybe I
team?
should have because I can't even think of who he has.
That's what I'm wondering. Oh, here's Marcus's team. Who is Marcus's team?
He's got Lad and Tet.
Lad and Tet, and just kind of.
That's
I just thought maybe just right, maybe just a little weak after that. Yep,
Yeah, that's tough. You're
right.
expecting Ayuk to come back at a high level.
Yep, yep. Lad's obviously great, right? Tet, like
Yeah.
I was a big fan of, right, and hope great things, but yeah, just kind of like Odunze, right? It could be fine, right? Just kind of like on the weaker end, in my opinion.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Any other names, Kyle, Debbie?
No, that's good. But looking at Marcus's roster right now, damn, that's a struggling bench.
Short bench, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna give out two final awards here. We're gonna give out worst team. All right, we'll start off there, and then we'll give out best team. Best team, I assume everyone on the pod here is gonna say their own, right? So I'm not gonna allow that answer. Okay, we're gonna have to give a different answer than my own squad. Worst team, I won't throw that out there and then like have you guys go first, right? I got two answers for worst team. Unfortunately, I got Eric's squad on there. We'll kind of go down there. Where's Eric's squad? Eric the Bike Man. Love the name. The squad, not loving. We've gone through the wide receivers plenty, right? The running backs actually aren't terrible as far as Henry and Brown. Just kind of, I don't know, just kind of a rough squad in my opinion, right? Like maybe you guys think differently.
Nobody's scaring me,
Right.
really.
That's kind of where I'm at, right? Like King Henry scares me, but like outside of that, not too much. My next one was then unfortunately Tanner squad. I thought his was obviously I don't like facing CMC, right? But like kind of not too many people scaring me as well. Um, any other names? That any agreements, disagreements there?
I had Tanner.
Okay.
That's what I had.
Okay. Okay. Sounds
And
good.
then Dev, who's your quarterback?
Baker.
Yeah,
Baker.
if he doesn't pan out, you need your receivers to really go off
Oh yeah.
for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm well aware.
Oh
I
yeah.
think your
Oh
running
yeah.
back situation is so bad that it takes away from your high-powered receivers a little bit.
Yeah.
If Baker doesn't pan out, there's plenty of quarterbacks out there.
There is. There is. I think
Shit'll buff up.
best team. Let's all give one here. Who wants to lead us off here? Who's your best team? I got a list of three, so I'll kind of close it out here.
I have a list of three as well.
Debbie, lead us. Pick one. Talk about it.
Well, we kind of chatted about it, but I like Derek's team.
He's on my list.
He's on mine. He's up top. You already went by him.
Oh, sorry. Where's he at here?
He's already in the number one spot. Yeah, it's
Kamasutra.
just the more you look at it, the more you like it. I think it's so easy to kind of just gloss over things, but
Yep.
yeah,
Just every pick, right? Like everyone on the bench kind of makes sense, right? The starters are strong. Having Jaden Daniels already is sweet, right? Like, yep, Derek was definitely a name on my list.
Yep. I had Derek. Then I also had Matt Frank.
Olays.
I did have him with JT being a solid running back there with your receivers. And obviously last year for me, streaming the quarterback or the free agency pickup can pay off for you. So
I need that to work out, but yep.
I refuse to say his name, so that's why.
Well, I'll give it right back to you. I had Kyle's squad on here.
That was my third one for sure.
Need for
Yep.
Rasheed, right? Just great, right? Mahomes takes a step back in the right direction. That could go well, right? Like the wide
Mhm.
receivers are like boom bust, right? But on boom weeks, like probably going to score a shit ton of points. Is kind of my thought there. And then I know we kind of talked about Tyler's team a little bit, but I like Tyler's squad. I think it's pretty well
Mhm.
put together. Definitely has a chance. Has some players on the
Yeah.
bench. Has some players on the bench too, right? Like I thought Nix and Ingram were maybe a little overdrafted, but like what the fuck do I know, right? If they pan out, right? Like that's kind of an interesting low stack.
hmm
Um, yeah, he was kind of the third guy on my list there.
Ooh, real quick before we get kicked off here, I don't know if you guys remember the bet I made with Tyler about Chuba Hubbard being outside RB15 this year. What's your guys'
Mm-hmm.
thought on that?
Damn.
I like Chuba. I think I had him at like I remember you guys making the bet, and I think I had him right at like RB 14. So I guess I would be on the above 15 range, but 15's a great line. That's for
Yep.
sure.
Okay.
15's a great line.
I'm all for it.
All right. We'll see how it goes.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I remember that one, so that's
Oh yeah.
fun.
A lot of interesting shit happening at the draft. Well, draft day trade, right? We had a bunch of good things going on there. So good stuff. Couldn't figure out Mel or Mal for about 2 hours, right? We had good stuff going on.
That was
Oh
good.
no.
That was so funny. All right, boys. Next week's a normal week. We'll kind of do our normal week one preview shit with bench players and yeah, talk about maybe some trades or some waiver wire stuff, just stuff like that. So next week we actually got football.
First
Yeah.
2 weeks, you got to hit the bench player out to score the starter. That's the only time where it really works out for you if you can do it.
Dude, I
Later in
don't
the
know.
season, that's hard.
I don't know this for sure. I think I was like 0 and something last year for bench players, right? I don't think I had a win.
I feel
I
like we try and keep track and then we always forget about
we
it.
try and keep track, and
I'll try and keep track this year.
I was brutal for a while, but yeah, week one is a good like who the hell am I gonna throw in the lineup, right? Like that's just a good segment, so that's for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, catch you next week.
See you
Sweet.
later. Good luck.